comes to this, so we'll save some time to, have some memories of Nana Prabhu as well, if they're here. We'll continue with our program. So if they come around 6 o'clock onwards to 6:30, so save some time for that. But as usual, we will still conduct our session or science of self-realization discussion in the name of Krishna. So we will begin with the prayers invoking the mercy of our Guru and Govinda, Hare Krishna. Dr. Oscar will do this 8 prayers.
Om Agyanatavadandhyasya Jananana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam.
Hare Krishna. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Jai Shri Sadvaitam Sahamvitam Parinam Sadvaitam Sadhutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Sagrada Shri Vishakha Vidamsha.
Arya, try this one.
You want to start?
Yeah.
Is it a song? No, it's just you just have to read it.
Read this.
Hey Krishna.
Hey Krishna,
Karuna Sindhu
Dīnabandho Jagapate Gopesha Gopikakanda Radha Namostute.
You do next one.
Tapta Kanchan
Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanusri Devi Pranamami Harihe.
Very nice. Sangeeta. How about you?
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
How about you? The one behind you. This one.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So Aryan, have you seen this prayers before?
huh?
Have you seen this prayers before? No. So tell them how to show this. It's an introduction of the Gita. Just the first page of the book and also the Veda days.
We saw this in the mandir.
Okay, this is a mandir and a school will teach you same thing. Otherwise, you go to the mandir. Yeah, this is a school they teach us. Other mandir just go like this and go home. Finished. This mandir you come, you learn everything, then you go back home. Okay, so we can learn this on our own, and also the meaning is there too in English, so we can also understand the meaning of the prayer that we are doing. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita, first page of the introduction is right here. Okay, Mataji, you guys are listening or living on and off?
No, we live in Melbourne.
Oh wow, an hour.
We've been here actually. She was very young. She doesn't remember.
I remember.
My father is visiting.
Okay, father's visiting. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Visiting, you mean?
What's your name, Prabhu?
Sorry?
He's not.
What's your name?
My name is Mahaman Das
Mahavan Das.
Yeah.
And you visiting from where?
from Nairobi,
Nairobi.
Kenya.
Oh, very
Mama,
cool.
that's not his name. His name is that one.
Nice. So how long you staying with us?
Just recently I came.
1 week.
I came on Monday.
Okay, so he'll stay for some time.
Yeah, he'll be here for a long
So
time.
he will want to come every Sunday.
If
Figure out.
if he can stay for 16 years, that would be great.
Yeah, he will stay, don't worry. Is there more than that? Yeah, as long as you learn all the shlokas, you see, he'll be with us.
All the shlokas.
All the shlokas means the text of how to do. Then Pashi will tell you more. Okay, so good. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Mataji. And Mataji, you visiting or?
Yeah, we are visiting. We are from Port St. Lucie, Florida itself.
Okay, okay. Did
We
you
just
call?
came just for the Sunday feast.
Thank you.
And
What's the name?
His name?
Your name?
My name, I'm Hema.
Emma?
Yeah, he's Arya, my son.
Anand. Very nice. Anand. Thank you for being here with us. Port St. Lucie, 2 hours? Okay, you want to go back tonight? Wow, okay. Great. Thank you for being with us. Let's get onto this right now. Everyone else, thank you for being again with us. And once again, if you can't make it, I'm not saying you should not make it, but the class is live on YouTube. The whole program is live on YouTube every Sunday. You can see live, and also after the live finishes, we also put sections of videos, so you don't have to wait for the whole 4 hours. Class, kirtans, Japatalk, and Arati, everything is done separately, so you can all watch that. And of course, wonderful drama was done last week. How many people were here watching drama? Today is not drama, so less. You were here, right? How was the drama? What do you think about it? Very nice, huh? Any character that you thought was stood out to you among so many good characters? Hanuman. Who played Hanuman here? Do you know? Very nice, very nice. And also, my favorite was Surpanekha. Who was Surpanekha? Do you know who played Surpanekha? Do you know who played who? She's not here. Look around.
She's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, why I liked it because she had to do the performance and also put the real, not the real blood, but the fake blood on the face. So to look ugly.
It was real problem.
It's hard to look ugly. Everyone wants to look nice. So put that and also cover the face. That's the challenges in the characters that you have to accept. And when he chooses the characters, you can just say yes.
If you want to look ugly, just don't shower.
Did you shower today?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. We know we have to shower. Today we're going to read about that.
That's the secret.
We have to be showering every day. But for the drama as a service to Lord, we can just do some painting to play the part. That's it. But shower still, before and after.
It's costume makeup, right?
Costume makeup, yes.
I don't understand. Like these people at my school, they don't shower in the morning,
Okay, yeah.
But
That's the whole
they-
thing.
but they shower at night and they say they're clean for the morning. You get dirty at night too.
Yeah. My daughter was talking to some of her friends. Said the minimum, I like to be clean all the time. The minimum I wear my clothes is 3 times a week, same clothes. So that's some of the definition of clean is different in everyone's book. But just keep coming here. You'll know it, everything. And bring your friends here too, if you can.
We sleep in the
Huh?
car.
What? You sleep in the car now? Why?
We live an hour away, so I sleep in the car.
Okay, so you now fresh. Right? Okay, great. So very nice text, chapter 8. Text 2, you think the problem of the family is better?
He said, you tell me okay, so.
No worries, just make sure that we have chairs and stuff on the country. So I was thinking about Upananda Prabhu, he's not here with us in physical, but in spirit he is always here, singing, doing worship, everything we would do here, he took in everything, giving class, doing kirtans, service, arati, everything he has done so. And this is one of the great shlokas and also a nice one that goes in the Bhagavatam too, together with this. Very nice one. So we can read this together. And now we'll sing it and follow to me. Adhiyatma katham kotra Dehe asmi madhusudana Prana kale cha katham Neo asi niyatatmabhi. Any words you think is familiar? You could know the meaning of any words? Nishita? Any word? Prabhu knows. Which word do you think you know?
Bring me Sanskrit.
No, not yet. There's something from here.
Oh.
Sanskrit. Sanskrit. Here.
Adiyagya katham kotra De asmin madhusudana Prayana kale cha katham Atmavihi.
Okay, anyone knows any of this word and you think they know the meaning? Which one you think? No, you know.
I think I know katam. That means like gone.
Oh, you are Indian?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Good try.
Okay, Khatam is gone.
It's like finished.
Finished. Khatam.
Cha also.
Cha also. Okay.
Kale, time.
Kal, oh, that's nice. Kali means time. Very nice.
Prayana.
Prayana means
Journey.
journey.
Madhusudana.
Where does it say?
Madhusudana.
Madhusudana, name of the Lord.
Name of the Lord.
Who killed Madhu?
Killed the demon Madhu. Very nice.
Pranaya Kale.
Pranaya Kale, both words. Means
Good morning.
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 Morning. Okay, we'll check it out. So, sir, return to Project Kumar, need nothing?
Prayana Kala means at the time of leaving the body.
Okay, morning.
No, no, at the
Morning
time.
or morning? Like morning passes away.
Ah, the time of leaving.
And the time of death. Or last moments. Madhusudana. Dehe. Body. Oscar, anything you want to say? Pretty much. Okay, pretty much you got everything. Now let's check it out here.
I can't see that.
Katham means how in this translation, right? Cha means and, sometimes also. And pranaya kale at the time of death. And also mourning if you mourn for someone who left us. Madhusudana, which means the killer of demon Madhu as well, another name of Krishna. What else? What other words we mentioned? Dehe means in his body. With Atma-bhi, but self-control. So, let's go to the translation.
Who is the Lord of sacrifice, and how does he live in the body? O Madhusudana, and how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Who is the Lord of sacrifice, and how does he live in the body? O Madhusudana, and how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? So, this is Arjuna speaking. He's asking Krishna a question. And what Arjuna is asking is, who is the Lord of sacrifice? How does he live in the body? So he's asking Krishna, who is the Lord of sacrifice? Who's kind of in charge of all the sacrifices? And how does he live in this body of mine? And how can I be engaged in devotional service when I pass?
Yeah. So who's asking this question? Arjuna asking this question. How can we be engaged in devotional service, still know you or still remember you at the time of? So let's start with the basic question, a step before this. What is the death of a devotee? Means. Not this doesn't mean physical. I'm just making it easier. Not physical. What is the death? What is known as the death of a devotee?
When you forget Krishna.
Okay. That's good. Anything else?
What did he say? What was your
What is the death of the...
No, when you forget Krishna.
When you forget
For me, it means he's going on to his next service. If he's a devotee, you said what is the death of a devotee mean?
Yeah, what is considered the death of a devotee? Make it more easy. Considered death of a devotee.
Death.
Like Mayapad philosophy? Like
No.
Disobeying instructions of the spiritual master.
Very close. Something more simple. You guys do this. Very simple.
Not, yeah.
Not
Him
remembering.
dying.
Dying.
Not remembering Krishna.
Not remembering Krishna, forgetting Krishna.
no service.
Stopping service. Finished.
Don't break your water bottle.
So as soon as you start thinking or do stop the service, or you start thinking, okay, today is floods in Dubai, I can go there to temple. So this is the death of a devotee. So which means what? Do you want to die or want to remain alive? Naturally, remain alive. What must we do to remain alive? No.
To serve.
Remember the service that I can do. That's what you have to remember. Remembering Krishna is very hard. We know it's very hard. Only if Krishna desires, then you can remember him nicely. Our desire is to give the best to Krishna. Just keep that best. And best means in our services. Now sometimes, we offer nice foods and somebody else comes and eats this. They make the comment, I don't know how Krishna ate this eggplant, it's not even fried properly. But the devotee made an offer with heart. Krishna accepted that one too, and also accepted the comment too from someone else. So sometimes when the comments come to you, hear about it, then you could think of how to make it better. But rather than saying, okay, I cannot cook, Prabhu, I don't know, I'm not a good singer, I'm not this, I'm not that, I won't do the service. And that's not the point here. The point is to do what?
Do service.
Very nice. And?
To please Krishna and to serve.
Yes, no. First to serve Krishna, then he'll be pleased. Right? This is the right way to think. First pleasing, serving Krishna. And otherwise, pleasing is not a big deal. You just serve Krishna. You might not be pleased, you still serve Krishna. Right? It's not easy to please also. You just serve Krishna. That's why he's asking this question here. How does he live in the Lord of sacrifice? How many of you heard of this word? The Lord of, what else you have heard?
Sacrifice.
No, this is
The Lord grants
Lord of
Knowledge.
knowledge and the Lord of
the universe.
the universe and the Lord of
Race.
Sacrifice.
yes, because global rain. So all this up there, but this is the real Lord of sacrifice, and we'll understand it. You can see that Prabhupada is saying, we'll discuss more about that. And then how can those engaged in devotional service, two parts here, know you at the time of death, which means what? Krishna Prema. If you are engaged in devotional service, what are the chances, the probability from this line that you can?
No, Krishna at the time of death. So the chances. What's the question?
The question is, those who are engaged in devotional service, what's the chance, what's the probability?
Zero.
No, 50-50.
Well, you said
Zero, just say 50-50. but that is answer. You might overlook it. They could remember you or they cannot remember you. Both. That's why Arjuna asking this question here. How? Which means we are engaged in devotional service. But where is my remembrance at? A-R-K?
always remember.
You know A-R-K?
Huh?
A-R-K means what? You learn a lot of things from me today. A-R-K means always remember Krishna. Say it.
Always remember Krishna.
That's the ark.
Ark.
A-R-K. Right? Go home. Very nice. We have a lot of things to tell your friends tomorrow in school.
We don't have school tomorrow.
Okay, next year, whenever you go back to school. So the chances of devotees not to remember Krishna is also there, even if we are doing devotional service. Like all of us are doing what? We only want to do devotional service because we all know about the importance about devotional service. We're not doing anything else. We're not doing something different that we are so busy. Now, whatever we do, even going to work is devotional service. You're going to work, Lakshmi, the money from the end, share with Krishna, either in direct form or in some other forms of cooked food or food or something. You're doing that. But if you think that I may, do this later on, there's a chance of deviating or forgetting. So Arjuna is clearly asking these questions nicely so we understand. Now those who are engaged in devotional service, it is understood that they might remember Krishna. Or they should remember Krishna. But it's not always the case. Chances are that we might also forget. So what do we do in that case? We'll just read later on here. Then we can know. I'll read the first paper and the second one I will have all of you go around. So Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Lord of sacrifice may refer to Indra or Vishnu. Vishnu is the chief of the primal demigods, including Brahma and Shiva. And Indra is the chief of the administrative demigods. Both Indra and Vishnu are worshipped by yajna performances. Right? Yajna means this fire yajna. Here Arjuna asks, who is actually the Lord of sacrifice, or sorry, Lord of yajna or sacrifice? And how is the Lord residing within the body of the living entity? So I'm just giving you a preface here, what Arjuna is wanting to know, and Prabhupada is explaining it nicely. We offer some offerings to Vishnu, to Indra too, like they was to offer him foodstuffs and grains where? Who was worshipping Indra and where?
Nanda.
Nanda and where? Vrindavan. And then Krishna comes and says, you do what?
Worship.
Worship. Govardhan hill. In for me, but in the form of Govardhan Hill. Right? So now we always go and worship Govardhan Hill. It's a good chance. So Prabhupada is telling us now, Arjuna asking, actually who is the actual Lord of sacrifice? Now we listen. It's Krishna, and how is the Lord residing in the body of the living entity? Now if you think about Krishna, what does Krishna do? He knows all our problems. He provides for us, right? He even gives us the most valuable stuff, valuable thing called the air to breathe. What else he does to us? What else he does or gives to us?
Food,
Food,
water,
air, shelter, knowledge, forgetfulness,
Math.
remembrance.
math.
Knowledge.
Everything we want, he gives.
Right. So basically you're right. Everything he has given that you could think of, apart from that, what else he does?
Takes away.
He lives
Okay.
within us as well. He resides with us. Now if we send my children going to college, right? You say, whatever college. What do you reside with them too? You say there, I'm staying here. Only come in the weekends, okay, don't disturb me. No. Krishna and we as parents give them everything they need. Money, timing, good food, everything, car, whatever is required, we give them. Do we live with them, this college?
No.
Is the parents living with you in the college? No. No, this is Krishna. We have to know about Krishna like this. Otherwise we'll think, where is he? Standing on the altar, ready to hear our problems. I come, Krishna, my problem is this, he'll solve me. No. He can solve it, but he also wants us to try. That's some part there too, by performing some services. This is the Krishna we are worshiping. You following? English is good, my English, okay? You also following me? Great? You know.
He wants us to try
So
ourselves.
Krishna is so kind, and I only use the word kind, beyond kind, to
Eternal
live
love.
with us here and always give us indications as our what guru?
Chaitya.
Chaitya Guru, very good. Chaitya Guru. Our Guru is already here. Like we all need gurus, right? We all need gurus to guide us. Prabhupada, we need our gurus, we need, right? Whose guru was Brahma? He didn't have a physical guru. Whose guru was Brahma? It may be a difficult question, but
Narada.
Huh? No, you get the answer already. Chaitya Guru. Krishna in the form of Chaitya Guru told him, I should do this devotional service. See, super consciousness. No, Brahma, for Brahma only, not for us. He could do it. We can't. We need someone to tell us, put the shoes over there. Yet people still shoot those, right? Praveen, any shoes still there? No, very good, okay. He's sitting right there. So this is what we need. We need someone to tell us physically. For Brahma, because he was super devotee or so whatever we call it, he had a super consciousness or super Chaitya Guru of Krishna. So Krishna is so nice. How is he so nice? Yes, Prabhu?
He's so merciful.
How? By giving us everything plus
Residing within us.
even agreeing to reside within us, and for him we don't even have time. Only except on Sundays. We have some other things going on. But he still agrees to reside with us. Even though we don't do everything Krishna consciousness with him. Right? When kids are with you, you can't do anything of your own work, right? You have to be with them, otherwise they'll bother you so much. So you play their games. Krishna is with us. How much Krishna conscious are we throughout? That's the question that we have to ask. Plus, we are doing studies and hopefully gradually we can come to that level that we can be Krishna consciousness or be, simple answer or simple statement, be with Krishna. Time will come when we get to that point. Maybe Manisha can do this. So I promise microphone.
Arjuna addresses the Lord as Madhusudana because Krishna once killed a demon named Madhu. Actually, these questions, which are of the nature of doubts, should not have arisen in the mind of Arjuna, because Arjuna is a Krishna-conscious devotee. Therefore, these doubts are like demons. Since Krishna is so expert in killing demons, Arjuna here addresses him as Madhusudana, so that Krishna might kill the demonic doubts that arise in Arjuna's mind. So, it's kind of giving like a background of why Arjuna is addressing the Lord as Madhusudana, because it means, Krishna killed a demon named Madhu, so he's hoping that these demon-like doubts can be, vanquished.
Right. This is very important here. The demon-like doubts. Right? Demon? The doubts are like demons. Demon-like doubts, let's say. There was those times where those demons were there, but Prabhupada said what? We don't have to worry about the demons. We have to become more concerned about the demoniac type of mentality that's amongst us. That we need to kill.
I think the full quote is each yuga, the demons go from other planets to on Earth to in the families and Kali Yuga in our own mind.
Yes. And now other one too. That they are in different yugas, then different planets, then different countries. And Kali Yuga, they're within us. Nice. These are, which one is living with you? You know?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them in the act.
So we sorry to bring the bad news, Sangeeta, you're living in a world of demons. Everyone else, not only you. So this is something to know. So killing the demonic type of doubts or demonic type of mentality that we have, we need to have those kind of things removed from our mind. So the next one, Sangeeta, you know the next one? So I'll just read up to maybe at the stem of lotus feet here, see the bottom?
Yeah.
And then just give a few lines of feedback what you understood from it. And then this is enough.
Now the word Prankale in this verse is very significant because whatever we do in life will be tested at the time of death. Arjuna is very anxious to know of those who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness. What should be their position at the final moment? At the time of death, all the bodily functions are disrupted and the mind is not in a proper condition. Thus, disturbed by the bodily situation, one may not be able to remember the Supreme Lord. Maharaj Kulashekara, a great devotee, prays, "My dear Lord, just now I am quite healthy and it is better that I die immediately so that the swan of my mind can seek entrance at the stem of your lotus feet."
Your understanding?
So basically at the time of that, your mind is disturbed because it's, it's painful or there's a lot of thoughts going through your mind, so you may not be able to remember the Lord. You're probably going to be thinking about your family, your kids, your friends, everyone that you're attached throughout your life.
Which is the natural thing
Which
happening
is natural, yeah.
to most of the people. That's why we need to come to upper level or higher level for devotee. When you can a little bit become strong and remember still, but instead of the material attachments, something spiritual. Your Guru, your Krishna, which is difficult also.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. Anything else you want to add? Feel free, no worries, feel free. Anyone need the time you can add. So the word pranaya kale is very significant. Why it's very significant?
Time of living.
It just tells the two word tells us it's time to go. So we have to be prepared. Time to go. Like when you are going to catch a flight. So you got your visa, your ticket and everything done. And you're sitting down there at the lounge, sipping on a Starbucks or whatever it is, and it's calling you. Rajendra Kumar, last call, Vrindavan. And you just somehow don't think about it, you forgot about it or you slept. So your ticket is paid, you have the visa, all you go to is step on the plane. Pranaya Kali means at the time of going now. And if we miss that, what happens? A lot of problems will happen. Timing change, your bags are gone, you're still here. So much difficulties happens, right? So, which means in simple language here, I don't want to talk about the time of death here, but how we prepare for everything else that happens in our lives. Nothing is happening, right? Time to move on, time for final exams coming, and you studied all your life, all the year, all the semester, all the year you studied, and at the time of exam you forgot to go on the day, or you did the wrong paper, or something can happen, I don't know what, right? Then a lot of situations can come around. So Arjuna, who is very anxious wants to know that those who are engaged in Krishna consciousness, very direct question. This is how we should be thinking. Now we cannot ask those questions. Oh, what about those who don't eat offered food? Forget about it. Those are they're happening. There's no worries about them. Let them be happen. We have to now become more straight and focused. Okay, my GP is saying this. I need to get there, and that's the whole point here. I have to get there. Now, so figure out what should be their position at the final moment. Maybe all of us can read this line together. What should be their position at that final moment? And we all know the final moment is about
Death.
yeah, it's not life or death, it's just death. It's death. Right? At the time of that, as you read, the bodily functions will be disrupted, the mind is not a proper condition, the disturbance is there, thoughts might be coming of family and everything. An example of Maharaj Kulashikar is given here. He says, now I'm quite healthy. And it is better that I die immediately so that my mind doesn't enter, or it can enter and enters grossly. Now, mind is healthy means what? Or or sin. We are quite healthy. I'm quite healthy means what?
Bodily functions are working.
Good, and
Your mind is in the right place.
mind is in the right direction. Your bodily function may be right, but the mind is yes there. Bhishmadev. Bhishmadev was on what? At the end of his life. How many? One or two?
A lot.
Hundreds, thousands of arrows, a lot of arrows. And one mosquito bites to us, what happens to us? Ouch!
Itch.
Suffering.
Right, suffering. And he was on thousands of beds of arrows. Yet he said, Oh Krishna, I am marrying my mind to you. Or he said, I'm marrying my daughter to you. Daughter is the mind. Right? Because he was brahmachari, he didn't have a daughter. So he was able to have his mind given to Krishna, right? Madhusudana, the name is given him. And yet he was on the bed of so much suffering. So yes, your body is good that you have body in good intact too. What if the body is not in intact? We still have a complaint to make because what happens? We are the one who will suffer again from making another body here. There are in a better body to have good mind. No. But he said that still if you try somehow, but this by constant engagement of the service of Krishna properly, then our mind can come to that point. I was told yesterday to Oscar yesterday how I see him always come chant his nice rounds on Sundays, on other days, and he's attached to the deity. So this is what we should develop, attachment to the deity. That's why at least one image comes in our mind. Otherwise, if you have so many names, we don't know to stick on. At least one is there. So that's good. This one.
Just one.
Yes.
What's healthy means your BMW is still good. You're driving, you're able to drive it.
Does everyone has BMW?
Body, mind.
Body, mind.
Body, mind. Body, mind, and words. Actually, this you reminded me, Prabhu. Oh, this is something I also want to share from a Vrindavan trip. And I think I also shared the last week. We need to quantify everything. So in Vrindavan, every building, if you go to like the Rhine, has a picture of a different speaker. You'd think only Prabhupada will be there in Vrindavan, right? But the different speakers, like so many speakers are there. Oh my God, how many what do you call this? How many scholars or whatever you call them are there to give classes? And I'm not name them everyone, but different names. There's so many speakers, and I was walking by, and one person was giving a talk, and I was listening to the talk. He said, when we come to the temple, the Lord sees us. What does the Lord see? Does the Lord see that you have dirty clothes, you are unwashed, showered, right? What he says that you have a good mind or clean mind. And there wasn't wrong all the way. But that's the same time I remember Srila Prabhupada's words. And what did he say? Did he say only mind? What did he say?
BMW.
Mind or body, mind and words. BMW.
Oh.
Like it? You all have a BMW here. Do you have a BMW?
We have Mercedes.
Okay. You also have a BMW too. You have two cars now. Body, mind and words. That's what Prabhupada taught us.
I thought the W was worship.
Yes. Same. First you understand, then we worship. So he was saying that only the mind is to be clean. And I said, nothing is wrong with that, but Prabhupada said, but he really quantified it. Body is also important to take shower, to be clean, to be ready, coming out nicely. and then the clothes that we wear, mind of course, and also Shuddha Vichar, or Hindi, good words, kind words, or whatever else you can say in the, for the words part, right? So everything is important, right? So when we are healthy, like most of us are today right now, what is he praying? Kurushek is praying.
Let me die right now.
How many of us can make this prayer right now? Take us right now, not anyone else. Would we want to, but no, we don't know. We want to. Right? And the metaphor is used. Are we can do from there? The metaphor is used. Where is the right? The swan of my mind can seek entrance at the stem of your lotus feet. The metaphor here.
The metaphor is used because the swan, the bird of water, takes pleasure in digging into the lotus flowers. Its sporting proclivity is to enter the lotus flower. Maharaj Kulashekar says to the Lord, "Now my mind is undisturbed and I am quite healthy. If I die immediately thinking of your lotus feet, then I am sure that my performance of devotional service will be perfect. But if I have to wait for my natural death, then I do not know what will happen, because at that time the bodily functions will be disrupted, my throat will be choked up, and I do not know whether I shall be able to chant your name. Better let me die immediately." Arjuna questions how a person can fix his mind on Krishna's lotus feet at such a time.
This is an important text. Mostly we know 8586, 8.2.
We saw this last Friday. What Prabhupada is saying here, exactly what happened. There, Upananda Prabhu, he couldn't say anything, he couldn't move, nothing. So who knows what was going on in his mind? Hopefully he was thinking about Krishna. As he says that, Maharaj Kulashekar says right now he's in a state where he can do something for Krishna at the time of death. But who knows what will happen in the future? As he says, he's choked and choke up. He cannot do, and so he's asking the Lord right now. But the thing is, we can choose when we want to die. So we have to be prepared. And while we live in trying to be Krishna conscious, so at the time of death, even if we cannot remember, chant or anything of this, Krishna will be there for us. And he will make some arrangement, because he will know that throughout your life, he was dedicating your time to devotional service.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, in case of Upananda Prabhu, I was reading this text and I also thought this way too. Of course, as devotional responsibility. Before going on the testing, he must have told the Lord, right now I'm healthy, before I go there. Because we know about him. And of course, after the machines were going down, he must have, just like, he didn't suffer much more, like usually after that. And not at all, there's something that's open here. While seeing him physically, we didn't notice that point of suffering like that. Oh my God. He looked peaceful anyways, before, on Monday or other days. And so he must have made this prayer. Of course, he knows all those shlokas, almost everything. So this one he also knows, right? And he must have made this prayer that yes, before I'm going now, and I know where I'm going, whatever you do, Lord, let me think about you. And there's nothing that I could say less about him of not being engaged or connected to the Lord. So that's the whole point. We, one way, we miss Upananda Prabhu, but it's our loss, and one way is Krishna's gain. He was doing seva, somewhere else, Kirtan seva, all the sevas. I could see him, because he was doing everything, but here, you could see Kirtan, Harinam, Pujari, Tiki. Today, today we saw, I don't know how many people saw the post on Facebook. I don't know how many people follow Facebook. But on Facebook, there's a quote of Ayendra Prabhu. There's a video. Ayendra Prabhu says that Nam Sankirtan is the goal of our life, which is good. We all know this. But then he's qualified to say this. It's not only meant for the devotees who are supposed to do Nam Kirtan. If you think Krishna Prabhu was Kirtaniya, he can do. No. He said clearly, even the pujari should go and do the Nam Sankirtan. He speaks heavily. He cuts you right away.
If you do it.
If you do it.
It's
And
guaranteed
just
to
one
work
word.
if you do it.
I'll say one more thing. If you do it. So being a pujari, so everyone is trained here to do everything. Everyone who comes here regularly, they know they can do everything. Just some training, guidance, practice is required. You can do class, you can do dressing, you can do singing, pujari, book distribution, and kirtan, and what else is there? All can be done. So Krishna has created so many services, right? All you want to do is that, yes, I want to do this for Krishna, I will engage myself, arrange myself, and Krishna will put you there and engage you in different services. We all can say good or bad about others. Yeah, he was Krishna consciousness, or he was Krishna conscious at the time of death. What about you? The whole point comes back to us. What about me? Where am I? Right? What can I do? Something like this. This is what you have to think about. Nityananda Prabhu, we only know about him. One thing, he's always seen in doing services. We haven't seen him doing anything else. Just services. In whatever capacity at this age. And he's been doing since 45 years previously, right? So, Maharaj Kulashekar is asking, and I'm very happy, I'm not happy, of course always happy, that Srila Prabhupada is bringing these points here in this purpose, so we can all see and understand what Prabhupada wants us to see and do while I am quite healthy. Right? All of us are healthy in many ways right now, this 5:43 p.m. We are all happy and healthy. Right? What is he praying? While I am healthy, let my mind surrender to you, which means let me take you. But then what we say, something happened to someone like that. He was so healthy. I don't know why this happened.
Exactly, that's it.
Right? Now, I'm saying this, we have to understand this in a Vaishnava way. Vaishnava level, Vaishnava way is this. This is the Vaishnava's prayer. Maharaj Kulashekar is praying like this, teaching us to develop the same mood or similar mood. Right? So this is something that you all can do on your own and meditate and pray and see what fits you well in there. Do this. Right? The guidance is given. Like when we offer the flowers, right, to the Lord, what kind of flowers we offer to the Lord? The one that's fallen on the ground from last week? Why not? Why not?
Because it's not good, It's like you have to
Not
give
good in
fresh.
what way? Fresh, and what else it has? It's fresh.
Contaminants.
No,
The
it's
smell,
not-
the fragrance.
Smell. The Lord has to smell good flower. And this flower on the tree like this or on the ground, not good. So should we offer ourselves when we like this? No fresh anymore. All right, now we look great, happy, healthy, and everything else. When?
When you're young and like start at the early age.
Start there. Oh, very good. Use the right word. What is the early age? Now, and what else is the early age mentioned in the Shastras by someone special?
Like 5 years.
Nice, Prabhu.
5 and above.
5 years. Who said that? Very nice. Thank you for bringing it there. 5 years of age, we should start. You should not think that, the kids are young, let them play on the phone. Seriously, play on the phone. Let them play on the phone. No, this time will come like this. And Krishna wants what? Something active, something good. Right? Sometimes it is said, I'm not going to make this sound weird, but sometimes people in a family are very old, they are about to die. Family members think, he should move on, she should move on. We make the statements, but for the young ones, we never say this. When they are very, very sick, something happens, they still work hard to get them back to the thing they are young. They have life to live, and I'll do everything for them to get that life. Do it, nothing wrong. But also have them Krishna added in the activities too, so they can serve Krishna with the energy which Krishna has given us. No, everything. Plus,
He resides in our hearts.
there you go. What has Krishna given us?
Everything
Plus,
him in our bodies.
He lives with us. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Varun. From Arya or Arya?
Arya.
Arya. Very nice Arya. So, let's look at this text here from Bhagavatam. It's gonna no one will read it. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 27, text 24, the creation of the fourth order, and then chapter 27 must have. Doesn't anyone know the name of this chapter? Because Vatliki have to go back and come again.
Says right there.
Okay, attack by Vega on the city of King Puranjana, the character of the Kala Kanya. 27. 24, chapter, text 27. Right, so, good. Approaching the king of the Yavanas, Kala Kanya addressed him as a great hero, saying, "My dear sir, you are the best of the..." I love Bhagavatam. You don't love Bhagavatam. Whatever, everything is there. You are the best of the untouchables, and I'm in love with you. So how can you love someone who can't even touch? Right? And I want you as my husband. I know that no one is baffled if he makes. I know that no one is baffled if he makes friends with you. Okay, great. Robert, maybe Krishna went to Robert. Most of you describe, but getting the message later on.
The words Yavanam Nusavam refer to the king of the Yavanas. The Sanskrit words Yavana and Malecha apply to those who do not follow the Vedic principles. According to the Vedic principles, one should rise early in the morning, take bath, chant Hare Krishna, offer Mangalarti to the deities, study Vedic literature, check prasad, and engage in the dressing and decorating of the deities. One must also collect money for the temple expenditures, or if one is a householder, he must go to work in accordance with the prescribed duties of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra.
What is this called?
Varnashram Dharma.
Very nice. Good. Go ahead.
In this way, one should live a life of spiritual understanding, and this is the Vedic way of civilization. One who does not follow all these rules and regulations is called a Yavana or Malecha. One should not mistakenly think that these words refer to certain classes of men in other countries. There is no question of limitation according to nationalism. Whether one lives in India or outside of India, he is called a Yavana or Malecha if he does not follow the Vedic principles. One who does not actually follow the hygienic principles prescribed in the Vedic rules and regulations will be subjected to the many contagious diseases. Because the students in this Krishna consciousness movement are advised to follow the Vedic principles, they naturally become hygienic.
Naturally become hygienic. There's so many things to be done. Like if you ask, Pranjali, can I serve something? Yeah, go wash your hands. Something is there. So everything's about cleaning. As a minimal cleaning, more cleaning, or true cleaning if you click on the order over there. And the reason I'm to read this report is about thinking about ourselves in terms of approaching the pranayama, the time of death, how we should be able to keep ourselves from the beginning so we can at least be able to remember that yes, I'm doing this for the pleasure of the Lord. So taking a bath in the morning, every time we wake up. So I would not, Rose Prabhupada didn't say that, what time you should wake up. Morning is morning, so maybe if you wake up at 8 a.m., still take a bath. If that's your schedule, no big deal if you work late night or night hours. Right? And again, the Yavana Militia, please do not think this word was considered to be known for the Western people who live in the Western world, but it can be anywhere. India is not less than Western people now. Nowadays, you can see. People from here are going to India wearing saris, and people from there are wearing jeans and other plain clothes. We're from there. Right? So they are taking up our culture, if you say, the Indian heritage. But the students in this Krishna conscious movement are advised. So Prabhupada is given to us, and all we can do is share this guidance, this knowledge about the Vedic principles, so we all can at least become what first? Before becoming Krishna conscious, what should we become first? Right. Let's clean people. That's it. First from the physical body, then from the mind level. Like some people, if you talk, they always have negative and always think past. Oh my God, this happened to me over there. This is not good there. Last time I was there, this happened. So keep thinking about the negative of the past, this happened. So your mind is still cluttered with some dirt that has to be cleaned. So clean your physical, that's one thing. And the more you clean physical, you might notice. The other will also go away. It's giving a point. And how do we clean our mind? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Doesn't go on, you go on the next one.
if a person is Krishna conscious, he can work like a young man, even if he is 75 or 80 years old. Thus, thus the daughter of Kala, time, cannot overcome a Vaishnava. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami engaged in writing Chaitanya Charitamrita when he was very old, yet he presented the most wonderful literature about the activities of Lord Chaitanya. Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami began their spiritual lives at a very old age. That is, after they retired from their occupations and family lives. Yet they presented many valuable literatures for the advancement of spiritual life. This is confirmed by Srila Srinivas Acharya, who praised the Goswamis in this way.
You want to say something about your thoughts?
Yeah, if you are a Vaishnava like Srila Prabhupada and all the other Vaishnavas mentioned, they are great acharyas of our parampara, like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, then you can still work like a young man, even if you are a very old person. Krishnadas Kaviraj also wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita when he was very old. Srila Prabhupada came at the age of 69 to US and established ISKCON. And yeah, it's very hard to do it at that age for normal people.
And Prabhupada also made the statement that with all these young people, I'm also feeling young. You know that? He said that. All the young students that were there with him. So, yeah. So, what makes us young? What could make us feel young? Yeah, very good. But the word here is from the first line.
First, Krishna conscious.
Yeah. Krishna conscious, that's why I'm thinking 45, but in the beginning it will be this one, whatever. But just be Krishna conscious in one way. By being here, by coming here once a week is fine. More is better. And as you gradually go up, you could do more. But this is the way to start with Krishna conscious. Right? And the main point I'm always saying coming here is what? Why do you think I say, come here, then you'll be Krishna conscious? What is
So we listen.
now what else happens here?
Learning.
Service.
Association.
Association.
that?
Service.
Very nice. Association will happen. As soon as you come here, you'll see, oh, Mataji, what about Sri Ram? We're doing services here. What's going on? So what will happen? She might have some answer, but we learn. Okay, I don't have anything, I don't have any obligations. I could do some small service. Something I can do. Listens, other people can see. These associations will tell us not by talking, but by seeing. Some people have a small kid, some people have an old parent or something, but you see them doing seva. What? Are you okay? But this is the taste in Krishna consciousness. Once we get it, we cannot stop it. Right? Where should I go? Will come later on?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's nice to see. So that's good. That's all. And Krishnadas Kaviraj, he wrote this at that age. Prabhupada never looked old to anybody. Never looked anyways. Whatever age he was. His age was mentioned but never looked that he couldn't do these things. And one man alone, he was also short up in height. And other disciples were too taller. But he could control everybody. And how, if you have 5 people in your team, and you are fighting with 1,000 people on the team. One team is 5,000 people, one team is 5 people. Who will win the fight?
5,000.
5,000, very good. So 1,000 will win 5,000. Good. Why do you think the people on the 5 people team can win also? How do you think?
Because they have Krishna on their team.
No. There's no Krishna there. There's no Krishna consciousness. I don't know who ask Krishna consciousness questions. So
They're more stronger.
They have better equipment.
better equipment, 5 people better equipment, more power.
A better leader?
You're getting there. You're getting there. This answer.
Follow the rules and regulations.
Follow the rules and regulations, then you never win the fight. Okay, so this is where, if someone can pick up from here, 5 people team have a better leader. And what is the way you can win a fight against 1,000 member team?
Strategy.
Strategy,
Less social complexity.
less complexity,
We work together as a team, cooperation.
right?
But following that good leader?
Following the good leader to do what? The answer is in the leader.
Oh,
Okay.
Answer is in the leader. Or leader is in the answer.
Lead. To lead. It is to lead.
How can you win a 1,000-member team within a 5-member team?
By cleaning?
Take off your 3-0, then you get 5.
By capturing their leader. Once the leader is caught, everybody's going to be like this. That's what we do. Smart people do this. We have seen not only in the Pandavas talk, in other fighting we have seen, even Bahubali or one of those movies there, capture the leader. Smartness. What did Jai Singh? Jai Singh from Jaipur? King Jai Singh? What's his name? The king from Jaipur. What is his name? His name is Jai Singh, man. Isn't it? Huh? Yeah. Rajasthan. Jaipur. Jai Singh, right?
Yeah.
That was the king's name, Jai Singh, yeah. That's how it was his motive, how to fight. All the nobles are coming and fight with him. So he was in it. So yeah, capturing the leader of the other team. So who is what? The concept of leader of other teams is what? What is more? We are alone. What is more in front? All our different types of attachments. Million types of attachments. That's another team of 1,000 members there. What is the leader there? That's what to capture. Doesn't have to be mine all the time. It can be different things. Right? So to figure out who is the leader there. Find out. No, he's not the leader. No. Okay, get him. Forget how the leader is. So we are in a fight always. Battle with Maya, battle with illusion, however you can say it. Whatever is stopping us from doing services is the group. Find out what the leader is there. The reward of being glorified or something is the leader. Right? It's a glorification. Whatever it is, you could figure it out and say, no, I don't want this. I'm only doing this as service to Krishna. So figure out the leader, capture out the leader with the help of your team members. And that's how we do it. Right? So, in this way, old age. Okay, very good. All of us can do this. Nana Shastra Vicharanayika Nipunau Sadharma Samsapako Lokanam Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padara Vrinda Bhajana Nandena Mattaliko Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, namely Shri Sanatana Goswami, Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Shri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Shri Jiva Goswami, and Shri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus they are honored all over the three worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of, because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna.
Yes. So, all of us are worshiping the Lord. Now, this is something important here. Maybe who's going to read now? Oscar, you do so?
Thus, Jara, the effect of old age, does not harass the devotee. This is because the devotee follows the instructions and the determination of Narada Muni. All devotees are in the cyclic succession stemming from Narada Muni because they worship the deity according to Narada Muni's direction, namely the Narda Panchavratra or the Panchavrachika Vihi. A devotee follows the principles of Pancharattrika Vidhi as well as Bhagavat Vidhi. Bhagavat Vidhi includes preaching work, Ravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, the hearing and chanting of the glories of Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Pancharattrika Vidhi includes Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Because the devotee rigidly follows the instructions of Narada-muni, he has no fear of old age, disease, or death. Apparently, a devotee may grow old, but he is not subjected to the symptoms of defeat experienced by a common man in old age. Consequently, old age does not make a devotee fearful of death, as a common man is fearful of death. When Javada or old age takes shelter of a devotee, Kala Kanya diminishes the devotee's fear. The devotee knows that after death he is going back home, back to Godhead. Therefore he has no fear of death. Thus, instead of depressing a devotee, advanced age helps him become fearless and thus happy.
Okay, what is Jara? Only. And what are the four things that we always say? In Sanskrit? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Know it? Nice. Yeah. How many of us gone through Janma? All of us are born. No one is dead yet here? Anyone dead here? Sleeping. Janma, Mrityu is the death. Jara is the old age. Vyadhi? Sickness. Some of you are coughing. Some of you are not here by coughing. Other diseases going on. So, first of all, he says, you need to speak with the drama. You need to learn from him how to speak. Jara does not harass a devotee. You can speak like this. Be nice. Does not harass a devotee. So, emphasize on the word. Does not harass. What does it mean? Same thing, simple English. You can say it.
It does not scare.
Yes, does not scare, doesn't bother. Who?
The devotee.
And what?
For death. For the death.
No.
Old age.
Old age.
Old age.
Old age. The point is what? All of us are getting
Older.
some years old. 1 year old. 75 is old, of course, but 1 year old also, we never say 1 year young. Right? Always old. Now, to know the understanding that yes, I'm getting old, I'm gonna get slow, and this will happen. What do you do to become away from this thought of being scared? Huh? You said it. I thought you said it. I read your lips. Become a devotee. Yeah, become a devotee. That's the answer. Become a devotee. We have seen from so many examples, right? How we are always fixed in our services. This way, our knowledge doesn't affect us. And Narada Muni is giving us this guidance. Narada Muni is the guru of everybody. So many different disciples he made, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, all chanting Hare Krishna, how to serve the Lord. So, a devotee follows the Bhagavad Vidhi, includes the preaching work. Preaching work starts from the 9 devotional service. 9 devotional service, starting with what? In English? Hearing. How much hearing? Right? As much as we can. Yeah. 24 hours is good. As much as we can. Yeah, that's very good. So, hearing. And how do we hear? Practically, how do we hear?
Through our ears.
By? Reading. Very nice. Very nice. You're also right. But this is the first thing that has to happen. Step is read, then only you can hear. You just can't wait for Sunday class to always happen. What is something happens and then something is not happening. So we always hear by reading our own selves. Everything is made, computer is made, books are made, make it like this here. Right? Pancharatrika Vidhi, reading. So because a devotee rigidly, that's one key word here, rigidly. exclusive devotion, resolute in purpose, like this in words, rigidly follows the instructions of Narada Muni. If he follows, she follows. Prahlad Maharaj is there. What is Prahlad Narada Muni? That no matter what happens, pray or remember the Lord. No matter what happens. Now, no matter what happens means what? You lose a job? Or you will go through some difficulty in life? No. No matter means what? You will be stumbled upon by an elephant. You will be put in a hole full of poisonous snakes. You will be pushed over a cliff. This was no matter what happens. To how much old was Prahlad Maharaj? This much boy. Yeah. You can expect that person to be ready, like no matter what happens, this much was okay, I remember the Lord, but you'll be going through this many things. Even to the point, all this happened, his own father wanted to. And what is he supposed to do? Call 911. No, you just remember the Lord. There is a faith only someone can rigidly follow. Will come to them. So we have been given all these examples. I'm just emphasizing how we can become more serious in terms of following Narada Muni's instructions. Right? That's why we just don't want to say, I want to be Krishna consciousness, I want to remember Krishna. No, that's good. I want to remember whose instructions? Say it loudly. Narada Muni's instructions. Say it like this. Say it. So this way we know, because Narada Muni has been the guru of so many. If he is pleased with us, he will also come and personally guide you. Right? Prabhupada always says that song he was singing. Narada Muni Bajaya Veena Radhika Ramanana. Suddenly Mother Yamuna was there. That Prabhupada was laughing or showing different expressions.
It was 26nd Avenue. The devotees were singing regular Mahamantra Kirtan, and then he just burst into Narada Muni in laughing. And then afterwards they asked him, they didn't stop him after they asked why. He says, you didn't see? Narada Muni came.
That's Narada Muni. He is there with all of us if we want. And he knows Prabhupada. And we know Prabhupada too. So if we know Prabhupada, he will make Narada Muni come. When Narada Muni comes, he comes with so much mercy. Then teach you their prayers, what to pray. And also tell Krishna, make sure you listen to his prayers too. That's what his connection is. What his connection is about. He doesn't leave you on your own. Okay, now you pray, I'm going home, bye. No. He will make sure, okay, you call me, I'll make you ready, I'll set you up, but also let Krishna know that yes, I got someone in the line. So, okay, forget him. Okay, so devotee may grow old. So basically, if you read this, does a devotee grow old? Who said no? Very nice. No. Devotee doesn't grow old. From this reading this, devotee doesn't grow old. Right? Physically we may be getting old, but our mind is always active in what ways? Promoting Krishna consciousness, different ways, whatever way you could do. You could be seeing old person to be doing deity worship, not able to kneel down, but you're still doing it. You can do it. You want to do it. Right? No one will stop you. But because the mind is keeping you engaged, you will go ahead and do it. So the devotee is really old, And also here it says, does not make a devotee fearful to death. Kala Kanya, the daughter of death. Kala means, Kala here is, I like the way, and Kala is defined. Kala means time, right? But Kala means, actual meaning is death. So, the devotee is not fearful as a common man. As a common man. Now, what do you want to define as common man? What is the definition of common man? Yes, Arya.
Like regular people.
Regular people who don't take a shower, yes. Common man. You're right.
Self-indulgence.
Self-indulgence, example?
Well, someone who's focused on just like pleasing themselves, making sure that they're okay, making sure that they're getting everything they want.
Right.
Yavana Moyacha, someone who doesn't follow Vedic principles.
No, that's period. That's it. Doesn't follow Vedic principles.
Hearing about spirituality from like wrong sources.
That's also good. Good one. I think you said it before. We might feel spiritual, but the sources of the person speaking is not connected to the parampara system. It sounds very good. doing a 7-day Bhagavad Katha, all these things happening everywhere. And we might feel, wow, I should be there. Because our things makes us common. And what does a devotee mean then? Common man and a devotee means what? What should a devotee doing? Always being very nice, Navita. Engaged in service. That's what we should be doing. Always engaged in service. That's our job. A devotee knows that. And if you all are practicing devotional service, don't know that, know it now. That a devotee is going back home, back to Godhead after leaving this body. Instead of saying that, after leaving this body. So we should know this. Why? Who has made this promise to us? By doing what?
Service.
No, what did he say exactly? He's the service group, what did he say exactly?
Surrender.
What?
4 principles.
And? How many?
16
minimum. He said this. If you do follow 4 eggs and 10, 16, you are taking you back home. Sincerely, or I would say word rigidly from us, or learn from it. Rigidly. Or religiously. Not being religious, but religiously means never missing this point here. Right? A devotee knows that after death, when we come, there is no fear of death. Instead of depressing a devotee, read this next line. Becomes fearless and thus happy. Hi, Amma. Can you have some chairs for them? Ravi? Chairs. Is it on here? So this was kind of a devotee, the Upananda Prabhu. And also, what was his other? He was known as any other name? Amar? The dad was known as any other name? Devanand? Oh, Devanand. Uday, yes. All Upananda Prabhu as we know him. This kind of person he was. Have you ever seen him just like sit down and not being participation? Knowing his advanced age, like he was looking advanced, but one of the most youngest devotees we always call him, because he's always dancing was, something that no one could match. And only Baju Govinda, I think we could match him sometimes.
He's eternally 16.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 years of age and compared to 670 years present. So this kind of devotee and this kind of text that we have read today helps us to see that a devotee may grow old but is not subjected to the defeat of life through death, always focused on going forward to serve the Lord in the next service. It's like we were mentioning today here, that we may have lost a devotee, but Krishna has gained a nice devotee, that he will be going out there and continuing service over there. So, I want to open the floor. Some of you wants to share a few words about Upananda Prabhu. And we can think something good about him that you have felt, dealt with him, his experience with you, or whatever you have thought is great, you can share. And again, I think that all this, what we talked about today, reflects well about him from this text that we read. Mohan, you want to say any words, something you want to say, or if you give the microphone? Where's the microphone?
Right here.
Yeah, ask. Go ahead. Go. Amar, both of you can say something. First of all, thank you for being with us. We didn't really get to happy. Whole family are here right now and took great care of the dad all the time. As well.
I just want to say that my dad really enjoyed coming here. This was one of the main reasons why he picked this location to move here. So, in his retirement, he said he wanted to devote his life and everything to expanding himself and giving everything up and being more Krishna conscious. He was a big part of our lives, and he showed us the way to actually live a happy life, the right way to live the life, and basically the recipe on how me and my family, what the path. He basically showed us the path to take if you want to be happy, live a good life, and so, it's a big loss for me, my brother especially. So, but he's looking over us. I know that, I can feel it, and this is something that he worked for from when I was a little boy. We used to go to Hare Krishna temple in Guyana, and as long as I've known my dad, he's always been working towards this. So I believe that he's achieved it based on what I've seen, but
Oh, we definitely believe that too.
yeah.
Yeah. No idea.
So yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for being here with us
Hare
and
Krishna.
blessing this place. We'll have the family say something first and then others can say if you wanted to. No pressure, okay? But just want to give the opportunity. Because we really happy that you are all here with us today.
I am his daughter-in-law, and he's very fond of Hare Krishna. He helps, every time he would come to visit, he would always teach my son Evan Hare Krishna on the harmonium, and that's something that he would carry forever in his heart. And all of you are probably someone as he takes his family. And I remember telling my husband that his final rites will be something that he needs to carry, and it was Hare Krishna. And I remember telling him, make sure he gets his last rites, and making sure that he remembers Krishna when he gets sent off, because that's exactly how he would want it in any other way. And I'm sure he takes a little piece of each and every one of you, carrying that conversation, because going through pictures, his smile always was with all of you guys. So thank you for carrying him and bringing him into your family. He truly enjoyed each one of you as company, because you can surely see it in the pictures and the slides that you brought a smile in his face. And hopefully you guys remember him throughout your life, and he touched all of you, I'm sure, in a similar way.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much for sharing that. Yes. I mean, you might think that he thought of us as but we thought of him as our senior member, as a father figure, who we could learn a lot from him in many different ways. Thank you very much. And Evan played a really nice melody that day. I was surprised that he could play it, and your grandpa taught you that. Great. We are here to teach you more if you feel like. Yeah, it's okay.
Hare Krishna. Upananda Prabhu, I only know him since maybe like 3-4 years. I never knew him in New York, even though I lived there for like 10 years. We meet in Orlando, and every time we would meet each other, it was Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You know, he would always say it with that expression. I don't know if he used to do with any other person. We work very, very close, because you know he's that type of person where he's very welcoming, he's very helpful. He always wants to know how he can help, how he can serve, how he can help you in devotional life. Because you know he was so versed in the Bhagavad Gita. Basically, he was walking Bhagavad Gita. And one of his main thing, he always pushed me personally. He used to send me a lot of messages about getting initiated, you know, accepting a spiritual master. There's so much verses that Srila Prabhupada mentioned about in his proverbs, the importance of accepting Guru. And that's one thing he, you know, and I never really take it too serious. But I think that's like maybe one of my, you know, as he's passing now, it's like it gave me like an eye-opening. Maybe I should look more into that for my benefit towards spiritual life. But Upananda Prabhu is always dancing, always kirtan. He would say, Prabhu, you know my style of kirtan. you should chorus me, because in the Caribbean, kirtan is different. It's like they do a lot of fast kirtan. You start up and within 3 minutes, you're to the peak already, and then you would just, fast, and the Miranga player would be like, and then, you have to slow down the kirtan, yeah. So he liked fast kirtan, that's the style we grew up with in the Caribbean, Guyana, Trinidad, and then,
But he knew both fast and slow.
Yeah. No, but he would go like within 3 minutes, and he's on the high pace already. So I think I would really dearly miss Upananda Prabhu though. There's so much to say that I can give to other devotees.
Right. No, I was always curious that how you became very close to him. So
we never know before, and then going to Ratha Yatras, I always tried to help out.
Yeah, specifically you as well.
The devotees, the long drive. Prabhu, you can go. I have space, and off late, even short drives, he started to reach out to me. Prabhu, I don't think I can drive to come back in the night. Going is fine. Even by Rasa Vigraha Prabhu, when Maharaj was here, he reached out to me, and that was new because he never had problem. He always go. He and Mataji used to go, and then when he reached out to me about that, it's like that's strange. Something is, And then I had like other engagements, so I tried to make arrangement with Praveen Prabhu, and he got a ride. So we were very close in that way. Like, sometime Harinam we used to go. Sometimes I pick him up, or we used to meet up here and go.
Right.
Yes.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Upananda Prabhu ki
Jai. Yeah, we have others who can share. We have some time left, but start quickly. Otherwise, if you want to say.
I found Upananda Prabhu to be very gentle in all my interactions. He never lost his cool in any of his interactions because he sets a good example for us. Even though he was a very senior devotee, he still talked to us with so much love and care, not like, oh, you're just starting now, why do you do so many? I never saw that type of thing. He was inspiring to us with his kindness. That's what I remember when I think about Upananda Prabhu. Very kind and very humble.
Hare Krishna. Upananda Prabhu, as a pure Vaishnava devotee, he left his body while everyone chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's the most every one of us expect. And he really left his body, and then Lord Ram appearance day.
We had Ramnami there with him.
Yeah.
How about that?
Literally, we were there with him for the entire Ramnami.
And we sang sunset before the fasting time.
Yes, I think sun was setting around 7:52 or something. He left much before that.
Yeah. That's
so
amazing.
he left as a Vaishnava. What Prabhupada and every Acharya would really look for. And coming to his qualities, one of the things I would miss is a hug. Every time I see, I don't know what relation we have. I never met him in any time. Only when he came in, probably in just couple of weeks, he became he comes and gives me warm hug. Even if I'm in the kitchen or altar, definitely make sure at the end of the day, he gives me hug. I'll miss him, Upananda Prabhu. Thank you so much. And you're all in one. You can do anything. You can talk. You can play, kirtan. You can play an instrument, and you are, as Prabhu says, he's a walking Bhagavad Gita. So he can pick any verse, any time, and he can go on and on.
And with his dance, he can make a dance person.
Oh, dancing!
He can make a dead person alive.
Yes. None of us here, every one of us, most of us except Prabhu, maybe younger, we cannot match him with his dancing ability and his energy. So, Prabhu, I'll miss your hug. Thank you so much. Please, pray for us and take us one day. Give us a backlog.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Yeah, give us a backlog. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So Upananda Prabhu, again, so everyone is talking about it, right? I'll just share one of my experience with him, right? So one day he was doing the pujari service, and I just asked him just like casually, Prabhu, like how many times you just do the aarti? And he told me, and since then, right, he asked me, what is your number, give me your number, and since then he has been every morning doing aarti at his home, and he will send me his altar picture. Whatever he is reading the book, right, he will send me that snippet. And since then, and on top of that, he will make sure that I read that, I understand that. So I'm definitely going to miss it. Again, I say Upnanda Prabhu physically is not here, but again with his words, his dancing move, everything is here. But that's why so I felt very close connection with Upnanda Prabhu. And again, there was a time when I was kind of feeling like I'm not uplifting myself in Krishna conscious movement. And for some reason, I believe Krishna arranged so I met Upnanda Prabhu. And since then, almost every day I will say he has sent me the picture that inspired me, to get up early. If he is sending the picture, and if I wake up and say, oh, Prabhu has sent me a picture so early, I started feeling bad. Oh, he already did aarti and I am still sleeping. So that encouraged me. So I have to get up early. And then he will send me the picture, like we talk about, we have to do 10 minutes reading, right? Literally, Nanda Prabhu was making sure that I am reading 10 minutes. He will send me the book, whatever he is reading, everything he will send me. And that was my 10 minutes reading. So it's a big loss. I'll miss those blessings in the morning as well as the snippet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone on the Mataji side? We can. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sri Ramat.
Something that at least was striking to me is thinking back. I can't think of a single mundane conversation that I've had with him. Every time I've talked to Upananda Prabhu, it's always been something from Shastra, something connected to Krishna. Whether it's talking about different experiences with different devotees, it's always involved the devotees, it's involved Krishna, it's involved Srila Prabhupada. And that's just striking, because it's very easy for us to devolve into the mundane world, especially we work and we do all these different things. We live in this world, but with Upananda Prabhu, again, I cannot think of a single moment that I've shared with him that was in the mundane world. Every time I've shared with him has been spiritual, for a lack of a better word.
Yeah, once he wrote me a message, saying that I am so proud of you, Prabhu, for bringing this Krishna consciousness with the young intellectuals. He used the word intellectuals, so he considered all of you, referring to all of you students, that how you guys are taking a Krishna consciousness, with a good brain, that yes, I want to do this more than anything else. So he was appreciative to you guys.
Hare Krishna. So Upananda Prabhu, I think he moved like when the COVID was going on. And since then he was coming to the temple. And I always see him coming on Sundays, and then always I see his very nice smile. Always I miss his smiles now. Always he comes and nice smile. So many things. His kirtan, his dance. And I can see he's like a walking example of a devotee. He's a devotee, that's how he, even there is in the kitchen when I was doing, there is no one available in the cooking. And then Upananda Prabhu sometimes, most of the time, he comes before. And he said, Mataji, do you need any help? Always, he doesn't see that, anything. So I said, no Prabhu, there is nothing much. So then there is a cilantro to cut, and then there is nothing, then he start cleaning the pots and pans. So that's how I see, he's a very senior and everything, but still he doesn't see that this service I cannot do, I can do, He always comes and, Mataji, is there something I can do? So he's there to encourage us as a young people, that we can do anything for the Krishna service. And there is aartis and everything, he's always taking as yes, I can do that service too. Even recently he started giving serving the Fridays, bringing the boga for Nitai Gaur Nataraj.
Yeah.
Mataji was cooking,
yes,
and he's driving and he's bringing, and he said, oh, I'm so happy to do this service, and thank you for engaging me to do this service. So that is Upanand Prabhu. That's a walking example how to live as a devotee life, that we should learn from him, and we can remember him that way. Thank you.
Yeah, even one time, to the microphone, pass the microphone, who was ready. And one time I remember, Sanjali, we were preparing for Balram Appearance Day, and he came to make the garlands.
Yes,
Yes, we were having our Stapul Thursday with the kids, and
oh yeah,
he was there
helped,
also.
helped making garlands, yes. And Mataji,
Yeah.
can I do? I mean, he was
We
wants to
didn't
do
think that,
everything.
sometimes, oh, I'm not good in garlands, I will not do it. But Seva is the attitude that he already kept. Even for doing this, basically he accepted instruction rather than he should be giving instructions to us. But no, he said, Seva given to me, I will do it. So I remember that one too.
Yes, that's I remember.
Yeah. Please, who wants to go next quickly? Yeah, Nalini Mataji here. Anybody else? Radhagrupa, you go now? Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead. Microphone here. No, it's here in the front.
So just remembering Upananda Prabhu, he has so many great qualities. We hear about just in our practice, we hear about all of these acharyas who are referred to as encyclopedias because they know so much. And we're very fortunate that as Con Orlando, we had our own encyclopedia, which was Upananda Prabhu. Anything that you needed, he could share it with you. And even just Bhajagovinda Prabhuji was talking about, any conversation you have with him, he's always just sharing with you just stuff that he's learned, and always just, if you are, even if you bring up something that's mundane material, you start to open a conversation like that, he somehow always is able to tie it back to just Srila Prabhupada, what he's written and what he's talked about. And one thing that it's very unfortunate we won't be able to get anymore is his kirtans. They're always very, very special, especially during his Gora Artis. He had, I don't know, at least, I don't know if anybody else, but his Gora Artis always feel so intimate. And it's just, whenever you hear about the congregational chanting, you can be at a concert easily, listen to all the good kirtanias, oh, it's so nice, so pretty, but with Upananda Prabhu, with his kirtans, it always felt like we were coming together as a community, we were really participating in that Sankirtan, that congregational chanting. And that was just from his heart, that was his presence emanating, and we were very fortunate to get his association.
And anyone of you who will miss his Gora Arati Kirtans, YouTube Live is there. So you can still see him live in action. Anybody else can pass the microphone? Just raise your hands who want to say so she can pack the microphone. You can go ahead.
Upananda Prabhu, I dearly miss him. Family. He was one who I remember as the most eager one. I think this is not working. He's the most eager one that I saw, eager to teach, eager to share. I dearly miss him. Looking back, I think of him as an eager devotee, eager to teach, eager to share. Very few interactions I've had with him. I learned a lot. And I remember his lecture here one day, and the question I asked and the answer he gave, summing up for something that you all said. He was a living encyclopedia, and Bhagavad Gita, walking, talking Bhagavad Gita. He knew so many verses, and that was very inspiring. So thank you, Lord, for giving us this opportunity for meeting him. I dearly, dearly miss him.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else who says something? Where's Om Krishna? Om Krishna, is he in the altar? See something? Yes. Alright, so well, thank you all. Anyone else? No. We have time, okay? We have time. I don't want to cut anybody who wants to share. Amar? No? Good? Okay, well, thank you all. Mendes, huh?
Never not have a smile.
Yeah, give.
He said he never not have a smile, always.
Yeah, he never not have a smile on himself. Om Krishna Prabhu, your friend, good friend Upananda Prabhu, say something. Today, whose turn was today? Was his turn?
Yes. Well, to me, it was a surprise about Upananda Prabhu. I know that his willingness always to serve, and most importantly, it was just his kirtan and the dancing and the singing. You know, chant and be happy, what Prabhupada says. I think that he was the clear reflection about chanting and being happy. He said, "Come on, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, let's go ahead and jump." So, so he was always jumping and pulling everybody. So just his contagious spirit, willing to share also his knowledge, but more importantly, I think that it was his life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he walked the life, he shared with us. It was just a beacon, sharing about Prabhupada, sharing about what mission is. We will miss him dearly, but certainly he is an inspiration, as his heart is still here, his spirit with us,
Yes.
so we can continue. So let's just emulate and imitate him, so we can make him proud.
Jai, Upananda Prabhu ki Jai. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing. So, yeah, well, there's lots to be said, lots to be thought, and it's not so easy also to talk about him. You know, it brings back a lot of emotions and memories of how, you know, he lived a life with us. But one thing, you know, no matter what situations in life we are, he always helped us refer back to Shastras, so that we are not just becoming emotionally, you know, personally emotional for no reason that we can't be able to control ourselves. The guidance are there, follow those guidance and help us ourselves elevate and make Srila Prabhupada happy. So this kind of a person that he was, and he was living his life. Of course, he is a little bit quiet looking here, but usually he is always with a smile. There's the only picture I could find quickly on Facebook. And he has also see? Oh. Yeah, and of course, this is not like something they can just say about him by looking at him. We all have seen who he really was, in doing a lot of different types of activities and engaging in. It's like I was saying in Ananda Prabhu's talk in the Facebook where that I put, that he says Nam Sankirtan must be done by even the pujaris, and he was one of the pujaris too, who did the Sankirtan classes, kirtan, dancing, garland making, vegetables cutting, cleaning, right? He didn't think that, okay, I'm a little older and I'm senior, that I should not do, others can do it. No, he was setting the example. So this is the life, as Om Krishna Prabhu said very nicely, we want to live like. Keep engaging ourselves as much as we can. Alright, so yeah, thank you very much. The actual funeral, well, there is a viewing happening tomorrow night, right? And the address is shared in Facebook. Everyone's got that. If you don't have, let me know. And actual funeral is happening from 8 a.m. onwards. Also, the address is a place near Winter Garden. That's a place nearby there, so you can get an address or the time distance of to drive from here. It's about 25 minutes from this address. So actual funeral day is Tuesday morning from 8 a.m. onwards, maybe up till noon. So whoever wants to go, make sure you make a plan to be there. And if you need the address, let me know or let Avi know. You can get the address shared with you. And viewing is
We want to have some kirtan.
On-
If anybody wants to come and
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuesday we want to farewell him with a wonderful, good, nice kirtan. So please, if you're planning, be there for at least that much time. No? Yeah, so these two announcements. Tomorrow is the viewing, tomorrow's Monday, right? Monday viewing night at the same place, and Tuesday is the funeral day. We'll go see him off. Nice Hare Krishna, Muhammad Kirtan. Any other announcements from the family side? Evan, anything else you want to say? Thank you for learning the Hamorim and singing Hare Krishna. You can still learn more, okay? Make sure Avi, keep in touch with him. Yeah, we'll teach you on Zoom. You can do that. But thank you, family, for being here with us. The two brothers have been so wonderful. We also appreciate that you embraced us, that allowed us to be there as well, along with the family members, to serve your dad as much as we could do. And if anything we did shortfall from our part, please, please forgive us. We'll try our best to be, as much as we can do from our side. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, Baj Govinda, you can do Gaurarati. Radhika Rupa will do Japa talk. Marisha will do Vaishnava Bhajan. Not sure how long you will stay. So, yeah. So I didn't put in the schedule. So everyone else is like this. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, His Grace Upananda Prabhu